How's it going, guys? My name is Brandon.
Hey,
Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have NOHC with us, and they can say their names and what they do in the band.
we are Knock. I'm
Nah,
Suzanne.
sorry.
It's all good.
I'm Suzanne.
Um, I'm Chris. I do a lot of production work. I DJ, play guitar, and everything else behind the scenes.
And I
Nice.
sing, and I'm the lyricist.
Nice. My first question, guys. How'd you start out Knock? How did you obviously meet each other, and how'd you start writing music?
Wow. I guess I'll start that one. We had a third member for a while, and him and I went a post-hardcore band together. We were actually playing the Bamboozle Festival a couple years ago. She went to see Skrillex and Incubus. Happened to catch our set earlier in the day. She was in another band at the time, a blues rock band, and all of our bands were kind of falling apart at the same time. And that's kind of when EDM was starting to really come up, and Swedish House Mafia were breaking up. So as we were watching all this, and we needed a new musical outlet, the three of us kind of got together, decided that we were done with doing the big band thing. We wanted to produce electronic music, and that's really how this all started.
That's awesome. That's awesome. My next question, guys. I don't know. Obviously you guys are from California, but what are some favorite venues you guys like to go play a show at or go see bands at?
Well, we're actually from back east, so I'm from
Oh,
New York,
okay.
and Chris is from New Jersey.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Um,
okay.
so we're just kind of getting familiar with a lot of the places around here, but definitely miss some of the classics back home, like Webster Hall, for me at least.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Anyone,
Um,
Chris?
we, yeah, I mean, I used to call Starland Ballroom my home, so I'd love to play there again sometime. I've done that before, going back east. And then my dream is to play Red Rocks in Colorado.
Same
Nice,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, as far as California goes, the Hollywood Palladium's really cool. The Hollywood Bowl's awesome. So, definitely, everywhere you go, there's great music venues. So, I think any stage you get to be on is a fun and different experience.
Nice, yeah. Rocks I've heard of. Even if I don't ever play out there, I want to at least see a show because I've seen like pictures and I'm like that's such a cool sort of venue out in like the like open. I feel like that's really awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are a lot of artists that say that that's their favorite place to play.
I've been
Nice.
to the mountain range, never when a show was going on, so I'm halfway there.
There you go. Well, maybe next time. Maybe next time there'll be a show happening. But next question, guys. What are some of your musical influences?
Um, as far as as far as my influences go, they're kind of all over the place, but not centered on electronic music. More of like a Etta James, Billie Holiday fan. I do like the classics, but as far as electronic influences, I like to keep it rudimentary, and I like Oval, and I like artists that really started all of this and found ways to stay creative throughout.
Nice, Chris.
It's a weird question to answer because we are EDM artists, but like today I've been just fangirling over the brand new record, which is my favorite band. Absolutely obsessed. I listen to a lot of metal, but then we are EDM artists, so I do pay attention to what all the big DJs and up and coming DJs are doing. We try to find. I think we try to bridge a gap between what it meant to be in a band for us and what that felt like with what we're seeing in electronic music. So we kind of pull from a lot of places when it comes to our motivations.
Nice, nice. I mean, it's good to hear like that. I mean, for me, because I typically don't have EDM artists on as of recently. It's more or less like pop punk and like more of the alternative music. So for me, it's good to hear that you're drawing influences from those bands, obviously, but also taking into account like bands that are up and coming, that are kind of in the EDM scene. Is there any that you could recommend me to maybe check out? I know a few, but not too many. Is there any that you're like these guys are really good or something like that?
Boys Noise
Okay.
and Bloody Beetroot's probably some of my favorites.
Yeah, they do some really cool stuff, and Bloody Beat Moose has a live show where they incorporate a lot of instruments, and they've done some really cool stuff with Dennis from Refused.
Oh, nice.
So they
Okay.
have really cool, yeah, they have a really cool remix of New Noise, and a couple songs have Dennis on them, and they've crossed over. So I like hearing that because I was a huge Refused fan. So it's nice to hear like the electronic elements, and I think it kind of fits what Refused did for a while. So I think that's a good blending of sounds that we are into, and where we kind of find that crossroads of musical backgrounds versus EDM backgrounds.
Nice, nice. My next question, guys, kind of a follow-up to this one. What have been some bands that you've been jamming more recently? I know Chris just said brand new, but is there anything besides
That's like
that?
that's an everyday thing. That's his that's his favorite band of all time. Other than that,
I've been listening to the new Slushy record. Just like I said, like EDM does have some cool stuff coming out, and Slushy has a cool space between Skrillex and Marshmello, so I'm really kind of feeling what he does. Then yeah, it's been like I listen to a lot of Stone Sour. I've been listening to a lot of Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, so I'm not really sure where my head is some days.
and this week for me, it's been Iron and Wine and Katy Perry and Ramsey. So
Oh, wow.
like a really weird sandwich of artists right there, but
Oh, yeah.
hopefully it makes for some good writing sessions later on in the week.
Are you talking about like old school Katy Perry? Or are you talking about like the new stuff from Katy Perry?
No, new.
Really?
Believe it
Okay.
or not, I mean, yeah, I'm not really like a big pop person, but like there are certain elements about that album that I really like. And it's really, for me, it's all about the recording, and from one song to the next, I think that they've captured some really unique qualities about her voice that they maybe haven't or have, diluted in the past because it is such pop bubblegum. And I think it's a little bit more visceral this time around, and it's mentally stimulating. So I'm trying to take that, and learn from that and try to incorporate a couple different, techniques on my own, just having that in mind as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was just trying to get an idea of what type of Katy Perry you're getting on. But next question, guys, a fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what song would it be?
Well, Chris doesn't really sing, although
Oh no.
we've been doing covers when we do acoustic sets now, and we had him do "It's the End of the World," and you know it. And because I think he's one of like the 15 people in this world that know the lyrics front to back. So that would probably be it. I'd sing the choruses and he'd take the verses.
There you go. There you go. I feel like that would be an interesting way to go about it. I'm quite curious that you're doing it acoustic as opposed to something different. I like that. I like that change of pace. But next question, guys, another fun one. Favorite food to eat, of course.
My grandma's homemade gnocchi. I'm Italian. Anything homemade, the Italian, I can't help it. And it's my grandma. It's a perfect storm for me.
Wow, I'm gonna play the Italian card too, and I was about to say anything else because I love Japanese food, I love Mexican food, but last meal, like before I leave this earth, has to be my aunt's fusilli with ricotta and marinara. It's so good. Dream about it. I just got the recipe finally, and I'm gonna make it happen. So.
There you go. The vault has been unlocked with delicious Italian delicacies. I like that.
Yeah.
But next question: if you guys could pick somebody to collaborate with, who would it be?
Ooh. Pharrell.
Ooh, okay. Any particular reason why Pharrell?
I've always been a fan of his, and I've watched his evolution over the years, and I think the man is capable of anything, and I think he's somebody that would be able to help me push my limits and maybe get something out of me that I haven't done on my own. But I think that he has an organic way of working with other artists, and it would be really cool to witness.
This is a tough one for me because I think there's obvious choices that make sense for what we're doing. It'd be really cool, and I'd be honored to meet them. And it wouldn't be top my list people I want to meet, but I want to say Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Because I have this. If you listen to his music and his and the fact that he's worked with like a Trent Reznor and all, he has a very broad spectrum. And the new Queens of the Stone Age album has a much poppier feel because they got Lady Gaga's producer and all behind it.
Yeah.
So I think having his he has this unique grit to him and this amazing guitar tone. And I'd love to see how that would marry into what we're doing on the EDM side of things, because we do have guitar in every track we write. So I think having his input and his melodic sensibilities would just make this one-of-a-kind thing. And since he's so far removed from this genre, it'd be awesome to bring him in on his terms.
I like that. I like that a lot because I feel like bands that have that sort of mixed genre appeal to them, I like it a lot. I know that I'm probably not in the majority of that, but I do like when other bands come on and you don't expect it. So that would be an interesting choice. So I'd like to see that, maybe inevitably. But next question, guys. I know Chris probably might already have this answered, but if you guys could play another musical instrument besides the ones you know how to play, what would it be and why?
I'd want to play violin because it's the most beautiful thing on this earth. And so hard, but maybe like in another life when I'm a super genius, I could just pull that out of my sleeve.
I would just want to grow as a piano player. That to me unlocks the key to all of music, and I understand it. I can fiddle on it, but I really can't play. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Nice. Next question, guys. Has there been any memorable moments that you've come across in just this life of the band so far?
We did in Dewey Beach, Delaware. They do shows throughout the year and have a big festival end of the year. The first time we played there was regular bar, people were playing, and people were drinking their drinks, kind of ignoring music, kind of listening. And then we got on, and we didn't fit at all in this set. You could tell people were kind of weirded out by the whole DJ setup and Sue singing. And by the third song, nobody was sitting down in the house. It was incredible. So just being able to have that impact on a place that doesn't seem like it fit EDM, and people seemed almost indifferent. Music was background noise, and just to get that crowd going was really, really cool. And it was fun to see that what we were doing does make sense in different settings.
Nice. Sue?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that from start to finish. That was pretty awesome.
Nice. All right, guys. Next question. In your opinion, who puts on a great live show?
In general?
Just in general, yeah.
I mean, again, I'm a huge Brand New fan, and when they're not, even when they are being really moody and weird like they have the past 10 years, there's something very visceral and honest about them that I always love. But then, I mean, I've seen the Rolling Stones and Kiss, and I mean, there's a reason those bands are as big as they are, and there's, that it factor, and whatever that is, it's just great to watch artists that really have that, understand it, and sell it like that time and time again, even after 50 plus years in the Stones case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen a lot of good acts. So I mean, Paul McCartney wowed the pants out of me like I knew he would. But then again, like we've seen this past year, we've seen Ghost. I mean, and that was gnarly to see. I never thought that I'd be a huge Marilyn Manson fan, but somehow that happened over the past year too, and he really put on a hell of a show. So that's those are the two acts that I've seen this year that really wowed me. But overall, I mean, Sir Paul McCartney did it.
He's like definitely amongst my bucket list of like, obviously he's a band, but just of somebody to see live. Growing up as a kid, I listened to a lot of the Beatles, so for me, it would be a great time to see him. Maybe I'll catch him in New York City. I know they're doing a stop there, but I would love to see him too.
Oh, you have to do it.
my dad's going, and I'm very, very jealous. I moved across.
Nice. All right, guys. Next question: if you guys could compile a dream tour, who would be on it?
Dream tour. Wow. I feel like I saw that every time I saw Brand New and Thrice play together because that was awesome, and I've seen like that 11 times, so I'm a little spoiled.
If I could pick, I'd have how many artists?
Why don't we do 4? I feel like four would work well.
I'm gonna say again, Boys Noise, because they just blow my mind. Lady Gaga.
Ooh, okay.
Who else? I'm in a pickle. You finish up the other two.
Alright. I would go with my favorite live bands to see then, which would be Brand New, Thursday, Boy Sets Fire, and I'm going to cap that off. I'm going to put...
To play with us, you say?
I'll put Thrice on the end of that. Just 4 fun bands who I've watched mature and I love to see.
He just wants to see those 4 plays. Was this supposed to be a tour with us?
I mean, it's up to you. Like, I mean, certainly I've had people that have been like, yeah, my band and like, you know, X or 3 or 4 bands. Yeah. But then there's also been times where it's like, you know, these are the 4 bands that I'd love to see tour together. So it's
okay,
depending on how you want to word it.
I take that back. I want the XX, my favorite band, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
Ooh, okay.
I love, hold on, Les Butcherettes.
Okay.
And I'll throw in At the Drive-In, since they're kind of like a coupled pair anyway.
Nice. Okay. I like both lineups a lot. I can get down with that. Next question, guys. Favorite TV show, favorite movie?
That's so easy for me. The Simpsons and Fight Club.
Ooh, okay.
My favorite movie, and I'm not even a chick flick girl, but 500 Days of Summer is my favorite movie. And what was the other question?
TV show.
Favorite TV
show. The League.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I like all 4 choices that you guys got. Next question. This one might be a tough one. It is a toughie for some people, but if you could only listen to one album for a month straight, what album would it be?
Brand New's Deja Entendu.
You're seeing a pattern now, right? Mine would be Copeland's "You Are My Sunshine."
Ooh, okay. I like both records a lot, so I could even do that for a month probably.
Can we ask you what yours is out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yikes, that's tough. That is tough.
The tables have been turned.
The tables have turned, yes, absolutely. Man. I'd probably go with, there's this post-hardcore band that I love. They're putting out a new record in a couple months, but it's I the Mighty, and the album's called Satori. By far one of my favorite records. It's got some really like more melodic tracks, but also it's got some really kind of like classic post-hardcore like rock songs. So I would probably go with that one. I'd go with that one.
I'm gonna check that out.
You should. It's definitely there, and I would say that not the newest album, but the one previous to this one, Connector, I would say you guys would like a little bit more. It's more, I would say it's less gritty. I feel like Satori is a little bit more heavier, and Connector is a lot more, I guess, melodic. So I feel like you could get down with either, but to me, if you're looking for something a little bit lighter, I would probably go with Connector. But lastly, guys, tell them about your band, where they can find you at, of course, and anything coming up in the next couple months.
Yeah, so everything's at NOHCmusic.com, NOHC Music, or if you go on all the social media, it's at NOHC Music, so everything's the same. Our last thing we did was a single called Here For You, which I always bring up because every cent of that song sold online goes to help fund a school for special needs education. So it's a super important cause, something that we really stand behind. If you go to our website, we have a video for an acoustic version of the song that shows the kids and the program that we're helping support, shows you where you can donate further directly to the program. So, you know, that's just something we do. And that song, like I said, every cent of sales of that song on Amazon, iTunes, etc., goes to that school.
That's
now,
awesome.
for the future, thank you, yeah. For the future, we have a brand new single called Hero coming up. We just shot a video for it. It's really dope. We kind of took our sound in a new direction. and we can't wait to get it out. The video should be done hopefully any day now, and then we'll make plans to officially release it to the world.
Yeah. And as far as playing goes, everything is always listed on our website, knockmusic.com, and we've been playing a lot. We have an upcoming gig in Long Beach. We've been playing in Costa Mesa a lot, and just starting to catch the wave in Huntington Beach as well.
For any West Coast subscribers, of course.
Awesome. Well, I'd like to shout out Dave for hooking it up. He's the man.
Yes.
He's always...
Dave. It's been a while since we saw him. We last saw him at Webster Hall, so it's been a while.
I see him pretty often, so I'll have to tell him you said hi, Chris. But definitely go check out Knock. It's something different for me, just as somebody who does interviews. It was something refreshing for me to check out. I really enjoyed it a lot, actually, and I had no idea about the song thing, so that made it even better for me, at least. But I definitely feel like you guys should check them out. There will be links in the description where you can find out about Knock, when they play music, all that sort of stuff that they were talking about earlier. And definitely go check them out. Go subscribe, give them a like, a follow, etc. And if you enjoy you see here, make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit that thumbs up as well. It really does go a long way. And thank you to Knock for coming on. I really appreciate it. I know our questions are a little fun, so hopefully you guys will come back again soon. And you know,
anytime.
I'm also from New Jersey, so hopefully you guys will come out here sooner than later, you know.
Nice. Yes, we will be back.
All right, guys. Well, we'll talk to you later. Peace.
All right. Thanks for having us.
Hey, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.